see certain names and think these are recession-proof? Heaven forbid we do see a bigger, steeper slowdown.
Well, what I saw, or what I'm seeing, I've actually seen this since September 23rd, believe it or not, or somewhere around there. I'm a buyer of Apple. I've owned Apple for 15 plus years. I think Tim Cook understands the landscape. You know, when Steve Jobs passed away years ago, they said, you know, Apple's lost its zest. I've owned Apple. I've never sold a share of Apple in my client's account or my personal account. And the world is changing, and I think Apple's going to be in the forefront. So I'm a big buyer of Apple. I find it ironic that Apple's up $4 today, but Apple makes me sleep at night. And what's important to me is I want my clients to sleep at night. Paying a 1.8% dividend, the 10-year treasuries, less than that. So I want my clients to go to bed and think, you know, even if Apple stock doesn't move, they're going to get a good dividend rate.
We just showed a graphic that suggested that you've also you're feeling pretty bullish about Netflix as well. Is that the case? Does Netflix make you sleep at night too?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competitive companies coming into that space. You've got Comcast, you've got Disney. I'm still a buyer of Netflix. Is there going to be some competition? I think there's enough to go around for those competitors in that space. Netflix, Reed Haskins, I think is very innovative. Years ago, when he adjusted the price on Netflix, the stock took a little bit of a hit. You can buy Netflix right now for about a 30% discount. I know that Jim Cramer yesterday said that they should take it off the FANG stocks. I'm not selling Netflix right now. I have a tendency to buy stocks that are undervalued. I think Netflix is going to be a player for a long time to come.
Steve, speaking of competition here, this Journal headline just crossing this morning that Disney's banning advertising from Netflix across its networks. And we'll see whether or not it gets harder to book, I don't know, stars from Netflix original shows in the coming weeks. But does this are the gloves off?
Yeah, you've seen, you know, Bob Iger go off the Apple board. So you're seeing a lot of co-opetition and more on the competition side that's coming. My colleague Marcy Ryvicker does have a buy on Netflix. It's going to be interesting. I think, you know, they spend $600 million on Seinfeld, basically to assure themselves that they're going to be one of the top 2 or 3 players. So I think you can stay in that top 2 or 3. You're probably okay, but there's going to be increasing competition. Having said that, Apple's not trying to be the next Netflix. They're really much more about high quality curation and then just the Apple TV app, if you will. So I think over time, you know, they'll find different strategies within the same space.